Queen Sandy and family, baby. Y'all already know who it is. Queen Sandy, the beautiful one and only, you heard me? Ladies and gentlemen, how life for Queen Sandy and family, loyal viewers and supporters doing on this great and beautiful day, baby. It is so beautiful outside today, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what, baby? New Orleans Life of Queen Sandy and family's menu today, baby, is my famous New Orleans seafood, tilapia, and shrimp, you heard me? Now, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all can see behind me, your girl Queen Sandy already have my pots on rotate, baby, getting my cooking oil hot and the butter hot behind me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, also your girl Queen Sandy will be making some delicious New Orleans barbecue shrimp, baby. So as y'all can see right now, baby, your girl Queen Sandy done already prepped up everything, you heard me? And right now I'm about to knock out these shrimps. I'm up here peeling the shrimps, baby. And once again, happy Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already can see that New Orleans Queen Sandy have the flour well seasoned behind me, baby. And I have my big pot on for to fry the fish in, baby, to knock the fish out. And also I have the cooking oil getting hot up in the skillet to knock out the shrimp, you heard me. And also, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all can see, your girl Queen Sandy have the skillet melting the butter, you heard me, with all my seasoning behind me, you heard me. So, ladies and gentlemen, hope Life of Queen Sandy and family viewers have some fun with me on this beautiful Thursday that God has blessed us on, baby. So, what are Life of Queen Sandy and family viewers doing on this great and beautiful day, baby? Now, right now, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy have a bag of tilapia, baby. I have that already defrosted, you heard me. So what your girl Queen Sandy have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is take each individual piece of that fish out there wrapping, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to do that after I finish peeling these shrimps, you heard me. Y'all see these big old shrimps your girl Queen Sandy got? Stop playing, baby. My kids going to really enjoy this meal while out of school, baby. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's not going to take your girl Queen Sandy long to knock out these shrimp. This is how we eat crawfish. So we used to, being from New Orleans, we used to taking the shell off the shrimp, you heard me? That's the home of seafood. So what are Life of Queen Sandy and family viewers cooking on today, baby? Jump in Life of Queen Sandy and family comments and let New Orleans Queen Sandy know what y'all cooking. Will any of Life of Queen Sandy and family viewers will be cooking some fish and shrimps and some french fries? Now, initially, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy wanted to knock out some potato salad. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop the potatoes down and make some french fries instead. Y'all see how jumbo these shrimps are, baby? Stop playing. My family is going to enjoy this meal, baby. Y'all see how far your girl Queen Sandy got so far with these shrimps, baby? It's going to be so delicious. They're going to melt in your mouth, you heard me, baby. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all can see, your girl Queen Sandy have the big pot and the skillet on low, allowing my cooking oil to get hot, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, once the butter melt, I'm going to put some garlic up in the butter, ladies and gentlemen, to make my homemade New Orleans barbecue shrimps, baby. And I'm going to also add all my seasoning to the skillet. So what are Life of Queen Sandy and family viewers got planned for the weekend, baby? Are y'all going to be having fun with family and friends, baby? And also, ladies and gentlemen, remember that New Orleans Queen Sandy birthday on September the 16th, baby. So make sure to jump in the comments and leave your girl Queen Sandy a fire happy birthday comment, you heard me? Your girl Queen Sandy will be 43 years old, baby, and it's a blessing from God, you heard me? I mean, last year for my birthday, we really had fun. I really enjoyed myself for my birthday last year, baby. My kids, my husband, and my mother, and my big brothers made my birthday really special for me, baby. My kids brought their mama so many gifts. Randy behind with my sleeping mask. Randy sleep with it on his face every night, bro. I'm gonna get my mask back. And I gotta put some more batteries in my mixer, you heard me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let your girl Queen Sandy rinse my hands off, baby. Whip this butt up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to make my barbecue sauce, I just need a teaspoon of garlic, a big one, like yeah to the yeah. Also, some seasoning oil. Just a little bit. A little pepper. Y'all already know your girl Queen Sandy can eyeball this, baby. I measure with my eyes. I don't even need no spoon really for that, baby. A little bit of garlic powder, baby. A little bit of red pepper, you heard me. Gotta shake this red pepper clean out of it, baby. Like yeah to the yeah. A little bit of oregano. I know y'all can smell it through the phone, baby. Stop playing. A little bit of basil. And last but not least, my Louisiana hot sauce, baby. How many of Life of Queen Sandy and family loyal viewers and supporters fix barbecue shrimps with Louisiana hot sauce, baby? Jump in Life of Queen Sandy and family comments and let your girl Queen Sandy know, baby. This food gonna be rolling. Now what I'm doing right now, ladies and gentlemen, is taking some of these shrimps out the bag that I'm gonna peel. That's going for the fried shrimps with the fried fish, baby, and pull the other portion of the shrimps for my delicious New Orleans homemade barbecue shrimps, baby. Sit that bag right there, baby. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all want to make this recipe of New Orleans Queen Sandy's barbecue shrimps, baby, if y'all can still add whatever kind of seasoning that y'all want to add to it, baby. You know, different strokes, different folks, you heard me. But y'all already know New Orleans Queen Sandy loves seasoning. I put a little bit of everything in there, you heard me, baby. Now let me see what the barbecue sauce hitting for. If I need to add anything else, baby. Your girl Queen Sandy gonna add a little bit of chili powder, baby. Like yeah to the yeah. And a little bit more hot sauce, baby. This is where that flavor come from, you heard me? Hopefully in the future, one of Life of Queen Sandy and family viewers would be inspired from this homemade recipe of mine, you heard me? Y'all know in our home, we love seafood, baby. Now what your girl Queen Sandy gonna do, baby, is put these shrimps up in the skillet. Look at that. Y'all see how big these shrimps are, baby? And the rest I'm going to peel to fry. Let your girl Queen Sandy put this bag in the trash, baby. Like, sprinkle me, baby. Coming from New Orleans, we need that spice. If we don't have that spice, baby, it just ain't right, you heard me. I don't want it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, while that's cooking down a little bit, let your girl Queen Sandy test this flour. Open the cooking oil and see if it's hot. It ain't hot yet. Get this flour off my hands, baby, and stir up my shrimp. Y'all see all that flavor that Queen Sandy had bursting on these shrimp, baby? My family is going to enjoy this delicious meal, you heard me. The girl Queen Sandy gonna allow that to cook down, baby. Get my towel, wipe down my stove. Y'all already know that Queen Sandy strongly believe in having a clean surface, baby. I do this all day, every day. This morning I got up early and had to knock them dishes out and clean up. Most likely I'll probably do laundry later. So ladies and gentlemen, what your girl Queen Sandy gonna do, baby, is get the lid, rinse my lid off. Put it on 3. Head back over here and peel my shrimp, you heard me? How many of Life of Queen Sandy and family viewers love peeling shrimp? Jump in Life of Queen Sandy and family comments and let me know, baby. I could do this all day, you heard me? Now, once I finish peeling these shrimps, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy is going to whoop up an egg and allow the shrimps to soak up in the egg, make my batter, you heard me? And then get the frying, baby. And now when cooking seafood, you already know when you cooking a meal for your family, it's best to cook everything at the same time because seafood tend to get cold quick, baby. So I'm going to fry the shrimp and the fish at the same time, baby. That's why I already have my flour, well-seasoned prep already behind me, baby. Now with those jumbo shrimps, you don't want them to cook too long, ladies and gentlemen, because you want your shrimps to stay big. You don't want them to shrivel up, baby, because that's a waste of money buying big old shrimps and then turn them small. Well, I'm getting through this like it ain't nothing, baby. Now, it shouldn't take long for your girl Queen Sandy cooking oil to get hot, baby. Then I'm going to batter up the shrimp and the fish and fry it. And have New Orleans Queen Sandy's delicious New Orleans menu for today, baby. Queen Sandy, be right back, baby. Let me put these shrimp shells in the trash. You heard me. Go get, I'll be right back, baby. Simple. Y'all know your girl Queen Sandy got to make sure that my hands stay clean, baby. Now, back over here to my skillet. Let me whip up these shrimp. Move that out of my way, you heard me. Y'all see how beautiful that look, ladies and gentlemen? Baby, these shrimps gonna be rolling. Now, one thing about shrimps, ladies and gentlemen, once it start to cook down, it start to make a sweet flavor, and it's gonna be bursting. On top of that, being mixed with all of New Orleans Queen Sandy's spice. You heard me? So you're gonna kind of have like a sweet and spicy taste, baby. Oh, it smells so good. They smell good, baby. I know it do, baby. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy gonna add another scoop of garlic to the shrimp. Just one small scoop, baby. And a little bit more of my Louisiana hot sauce. Give it that yay. Add some more red pepper, baby. Not too much. A little bit of black pepper. A teeny bit of basil. And a little oregano. And also a little bit of chili spice to make it a little nice. You heard me? Queen to have them shaking like dice. Now, what your girl Queen Sandy doing right now, ladies and gentlemen, is submerging the shrimps underneath the butter sauce, baby. So it could be evenly coated on each side and have all that flavor in there. You know how it is, like when you frying like chicken or pork chops or something like that. Making sure it's all the way cooked in the center. And with shrimps with these shells, you want it evenly coated on each side of the shrimp, baby. Put that handle over there. And voila. Your girl Queen Sandy gonna let those shrimps simmer for about 5 minutes. Now I'm about to head back over here to my tilapia, baby, and bust them out the pack. Put this in the trash, baby. Open up each piece of fish. What a life of Queen Sandy and family favorite fish? Jump in like a Queen Sandy and family comments and let me know, baby. Do y'all prefer trout, tilapia, catfish? Now, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy almost finished knocking out, opening up each pack of tilapia, baby. And what I'm going to do is season a shrimp and a tilapia up together. Let your girl Queen Sandy head back over here to this skillet, baby. Well, my husband and kids are going to enjoy this meal today, baby. And my mom and my auntie and my big brother. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy putting the lid back on the skillet, you heard me? Turn it on low and let it simmer. I'm about to head back over there to my tilapia. Whip the egg up. Let the shrimp and the fish soak for a little while. And then fry it, you heard me? And there you have it, baby. Your girl Queen Sandy done opened up all my fish. Now what I'm about to do, ladies and gentlemen, is start seasoning up my fish and my shrimps, baby. You know, I already know I got to keep my hands clean, baby. Well, there you have it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what your girl Queen Sandy is about to do is rinse off my shrimp and my fish, baby, and season it up. Whip up an egg and soak it in that batter, baby. Check to see if my cooking oil hot, baby. Turn it up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy put her big pot in my skillet on 7. Grab my seasoning, baby, like yeah to the yeah. Season up my fish and my shrimp, you heard me? Get an egg, you heard me, and whip it up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, meanwhile, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to Life of Queen Sandy and family, baby. God is awesome. And I would like to thank him for blessing my family and loved ones on this great and beautiful day. And also, may he bless each of you and your families as well, ladies and gentlemen. Keep those likes, comments, shares, and subscribes coming, baby. Right now, your girl Queen Sandy up here putting it down stunner style up in Fort Worth, Texas, baby. Fixing this delicious, thirsty meal for my family, you heard me? Ladies and gentlemen, New Orleans Queen Sandy is back, baby. I am almost finished knocking out all my family's delicious New Orleans seafood dinner for today, baby. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy done already knocked out the tilapia and the shrimp, baby. Stop playing. Y'all know y'all can't do it like the Queen of Indo, you heard me? Now, ladies and gentlemen, your girl Queen Sandy turned on my cooking oil, baby, and what I'm about to do is put in our last batch of shrimp and fish in there, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, I already told y'all it wasn't going to take your girl Queen Sandy long to finish cooking our family's delicious New Orleans meal for today, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all see how Queen Sandy got these delicious, juicy, New Orleans, well-seasoned, well-flavored shrimp, baby. I know y'all want a plate, you heard me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you frying seafood or chicken or pork chops or anything like that, you always have to tend to turn your fire down on the stove, baby, and then adjust it and turn it back up. So, now, ladies and gentlemen, New Orleans Queen Sandy about to put the last batch of shrimp and fish up in the pot, baby. I got my cooking oil nice and hot. Y'all see how delicious those shrimp and fish look, baby? Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember it's simple to do, baby. Make sure you whip you up an egg and season your shrimp and your fish first, baby. And you also season your fish fry or your flour, whatever it is that you're using, ladies and gentlemen. Your girl Queen Sandy ain't buy no fish fry. My kids and my family actually love when I fry our seafood better up in flour, you heard me? Because I get a chance to season it myself with all the seasoning that I love, you heard me? And my family loves. So it ain't going to take your girl Queen Sandy long to knock this out, baby. While my fish and my shrimp frying, I'm about to stir up these shrimps, baby. Y'all see how delicious that fish and shrimp look? Now, ladies and gentlemen, how many of Life of Queen Sandy and family viewers fry their seafood in flour? Jump in Life of Queen Sandy and family comments and let me know you heard me. God is so awesome, baby. I know y'all can smell it through the phone. Y'all see how delicious this toast look, baby? Now, ladies and gentlemen, what your girl Queen Sandy is about to do is toast up my family's bread, and then I'm going to dress it, and I'm going to put some cheese on top of the fish and the shrimps, baby, and we're going to have us a delicious New Orleans well-seasoned seafood sandwich, you heard me.